Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're unpacking an absolute breakthrough that literally shatters one of the biggest bottlenecks in AI right now. We're talking about giving your AI agents unrestricted web access completely without begging platforms for API keys. Let's dive right in. Start by asking yourself this. Why is it that incredibly smart AI agents, models that can write complex code and reason through massive multi-step logic, still completely struggle to just read a simple Twitter timeline or check your Bilibili watch history? It's a glaring contradiction, right? Here's our roadmap for today. We'll look at the core AI authentication problem, the tunneling solution, the 3 different modes of access, the Rust architecture, some real-world workflows, and finally, the limitations and future possibilities. All right, let's start with part 1, the AI authentication problem. There's a massive disconnect happening right now. Models like Claude Code or OpenClaw are incredibly capable planners, but they hit a massive brick wall the second they see a login screen. And the usual workarounds? Well, they're kind of a nightmare. Automating complex OAuth tokens is just painful. Per-platform API keys are either totally restricted or absurdly expensive. And web automation tools like Playwright, they just break the second a website updates its layout. Which brings us to part 2, tunneling existing Chrome sessions. So the old way relies on writing brittle scripts to fake human logins or jumping through endless hoops for API keys. But the new way? It simply delegates the work to what you already have open. It completely reuses your existing, already authenticated Chrome tabs. It's such an elegant pivot away from what used to be a massive headache. Meet autocli-skill. Basically, it wraps a tiny 4.7 megabyte Rust binary that tunnels your existing Chrome login sessions directly into CLI commands. The skill layer tells your AI agent like OpenClaw exactly when and how to invoke it. And just like that, boom, over 55 major platforms instantly become natural language command line interfaces for your AI. Now for you, the user, the absolute best part is the simplicity. We're talking 0 API keys to manage, 0 re-authentication needed because, well, your browser is already logged in. It's just a single binary file acting as a totally seamless bridge. Moving on to part 3, the 3 modes of access. The tool categorizes access into 3 distinct modes. Public mode requires nothing at all. It's just making direct API calls to open sites like Hacker News or Wikipedia. Browser mode needs Chrome to be open with a one-time extension installed, and that tunnels you straight into Twitter, Reddit, or YouTube. And then there's desktop mode. This actually allows autocli to query local apps running right on your machine, like Cursor, Notion, or Discord. Let's get into part 4, Rust architecture and performance. The underlying architecture here got a massive upgrade. The original OpenClaw was built in TypeScript on Node.js, and that was chewing up about 99 megabytes of memory. But by completely rewriting it in pure Rust, the memory usage absolutely plummets to just 15 megabytes. That's nearly a 7x improvement. It's virtually unnoticeable on your system. And it's not just smaller, it is blazingly fast. Real-world tests show that fetching Bilibili hot topics dropped from over 20 seconds in the old version to a wildly fast 1.66 seconds in Rust. That is a 12 times speed up. Searching Jihu? Yeah, nearly 12 times faster as well. The big takeaway here is 0 friction. It's a single static binary. No Node.js or Python dependencies to worry about. You just drop it in your path and go. Plus, it uses declarative YAML pipelines, which means you can actually add new site adapters with literally 0 code. It even has AI native discovery to probe and automatically map out new websites. Okay, part 5, real-world AI workflows. This tech unlocks a staggering 333 commands across 55 sites. Imagine this. In a single natural language prompt, your AI can pull top stories from Hacker News, summarize your specific Twitter bookmarks, grab live financial quotes from Yahoo Finance, and then cross-reference all of that with your local Notion notes. Try imagining giving your AI this standing daily instruction. Every morning, pull the top 5 Hacker News stories, the top 3 r/programming posts, and my Twitter bookmarks. Then summarize them in 200 words. With autocli-skill, your agent aggregates and summarizes the whole shebang while you're just sipping your morning coffee. No manual tabs, no tedious copy-pasting. Finally, let's wrap up with part 6, limitations and future possibilities. Naturally, there are some important guardrails we need to keep in mind here. First off, Chrome definitely must remain running for the browser mode to actually work. Second, write operations like having the AI post or apply on your behalf carry real risks of accidental spam.
The skill will prompt you with warnings before executing these social right operations, so please pay attention to those. And finally, if a website dramatically changes its UI, the adapter might temporarily break.
But hey, what if a site isn't supported yet? Well, the skill layer actually instructs the AI agent on how to iterate and fix the problem completely by itself. It will first try to auto-generate an adapter. If that fails, the AI manually creates a YAML file, exploring the site's DOM structure to figure out the exact right CSS selectors. So the agent doesn't just stop and give up. It actively builds its own bridges.
The API key barrier that kept personal AI agents stuck in a sandbox has essentially been tunneled straight through. Your agent can now see what you see and interact where you interact. So the only question left for us to ask is, now that your AI has a backstage pass to the entire web, what impossible workflow are you going to automate first? Dive into the repository, install the skill, and let's find out.